All right, so I've seen the jokes. You've all seen the jokes that LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers love winning rings that don't count. Obviously, the 2020 COVID bubble championship and now the first ever NBA in-season tournament. The winner of the NBA Cup, the first ever MVP of the NBA in-season tournament, LeBron James. The interesting thing about this, and I've said, I know some people do like the NBA in-season tournament. They like the intensity for it. They like the fact that the players are playing more, and the fact that the players are playing for $500,000 mattered more to them than I originally thought. I guess 500K in anybody's bank account, no matter how rich you are, can make a little bit of a difference, especially in the players of the Lakers' mind. But the NBA Cup reminded me a lot of that bubble where, usually we see veteran teams sort of rise to the top in the postseason. Veteran teams outside of that Laker team that won the championship really struggled in the bubble, and it was a young team. And Indiana, obviously led by the rights of Tyrese Haliburton, Miles Turner, Buddy Hield. They are a very young team. Now they're up and coming. I had them, somewhere between the 16 and the 8 seed, potential play-in tournament, potential regular playoff team this year in the NBA. But they went in, they beat some good quality teams, including the Milwaukee Bucks in the semifinals, which we all still think the Bucks are championship contenders to get here. But LeBron and the Lakers were very motivated to win this tournament for two reasons. Number one, excuse me. No, number one, I think LeBron did really value getting those sort of lower end players on the bench that additional 500K because they're only making what, maybe a million, if not less. So that really doubled their salary for those guys at the end of the bench. And I think that LeBron is thinking that if this NBA in season tournament does take on a life of its own, people that start watching the NBA 10, 15 years from now, they don't know what it's like when the NBA did not have an in season tournament. Maybe there's more rewards. Maybe it becomes something, and maybe the award does mean more not then than it does now. That LeBron can say, "Hey, I did something that Michael Jordan never got the opportunity to do." We all know LeBron is chasing that GOAT in Chicago. Now, whether or not you think Michael Jordan is the GOAT or not, I'm not here to debate that. What I'm saying is, I think in LeBron James's mind, if he has the opportunity to become the first in anything, that will give him a leg up over Michael Jordan because he knows 20, 30 years from now, kids that are just born or kids that are just getting into the NBA, and as more people unfortunately pass away, there are going to be less and less people that have seen Michael Jordan play. But right now, the people that do think Michael Jordan is the GOAT are a lot of people that have seen Michael Jordan play. Those that have seen both Michael and LeBron play are now starting to lean towards LeBron more because of the longevity factor. And obviously, the guys in my generation, moreover, think LeBron is the GOAT because we've never seen Michael Jordan play. And the more you see LeBron play and the less you see Michael play, the longevity will lean towards LeBron. Now, again, this could all change in 30 years if Victor Wembanyama becomes what I think he'll become. Nikola Jokic maybe in that conversation. Giannis Antetokounmpo, if he gets a couple more rings, would definitely be in that conversation. We all thought Kevin Durant could have been in that conversation, but he has not won as many rings as we all originally thought when he came out of Texas. So the basketball debate is really fascinating, but the Lakers locked in. I don't think it's a big deal. I did not care about the NBA in season tournament. I did not care about the NBA Cup at all. To me, it was really pointless. I did not like the painted floors. Some of those floors, like Chicago and Philly and Indiana, really did make my eyes hurt. The Vegas one was not appealing to the eyes either. And at the end of the day, it's just a special way to get the NBA potentially some more ratings on non-football nights. They still got killed by the Bengals and Jaguars that was on Monday Night Football. I don't think it did huge for ratings. I don't think it was a massive success. Um, Again, you could say they played a little bit harder. The officials called it like a playoff game. But again, we all know in reality, the NBA season really does not start till Christmas. So you get a couple victories, the locker room feels good. But at the end of the day, we know LeBron and his teams, whether he's in Miami or Cleveland or LA or even Cleveland the first time, LeBron's teams always will look different at the trade deadline because they will make moves that they feel like will position themselves best to get in that tournament come June, the real NBA tournament, where LeBron will attempt, in my opinion, this will be his last best chance to win his fifth ring. So I don't give a damn about the NBA in-season tournament. LeBron wins the NBA in-season tournament first ever MVP, which he believes will add to his legacy at the tournament. Obviously, takes on a bigger meaning years later on, but right now it doesn't mean much. Again, the Lakers guys at the end of the bench are happy they got 500K. LeBron, AD, and all their guys are happy they got 500K. But at the end of the day, this doesn't have any significance going forward. Could you imagine if the Indiana Pacers or even the New Orleans Pelicans, they won this tournament and then they didn't even make the playoffs? What a disaster it would be for the league. Like that clip from the Brand's World podcast? If so, make sure you go down there and hit that subscribe button. While you're down there hitting the subscribe button, make sure to also hit the notification bell so you never miss another upload. And make sure you check out all the other clips from the Brand's World podcast right here on YouTube.